Okay, so we're gonna go over the steps on how to change the rear glass hatch actuator or regulator for the lock. That'd be the locking mechanism for the glass, this glass piece. And we already tested the button here, and that doesn't seem to be the problem. The problem seems to be the actuator, or the regulator actuator. So the actuator right now, it's in the closed position, so you won't be able to push your glass out. Now ponla para que esté abierto. And then when this piece touches the back panel here, that means that you can't open it. So that the problem with ours is it was stuck in the open position, and so anybody could at any time open our glass and reach inside for our, you know, the inside of the car. Okay. To make sure that this locking mechanism is good, what you need to do is go ahead and open the actuator here by moving this wire, ¿verdad? You're moving this wire, your hatch, your glass will open, and if this locks the glass into place, which it did, that means that this piece is good. So we're troubleshooting the problem down to this. We already took away the button as part of the problem with the testing, with the voltmeter testing. We took away the problem being this, so that leaves the problem only in this area where it's going to be this actuator. So here I'm gonna leave the part number and all that good stuff in the description, but pretty much you guys are gonna see what sound this needs to make when it's good. So go ahead and so he's plugging it in. Yeah, he's plugging it into the regular button of the car. No. And using the alarm. You guys hear that sound that it makes? That click, click. So this one is in functioning order, pretty much. As you can see, the button, it lights up every. Yeah, so you see, every time the remote sends a signal.
And when I push the button on the back, the door.
Yeah, and right now he's pushing the button. Here, let me show you guys where the button is. So every time he pushes this button here, you guys will hear this click. So that's pretty much it as far as troubleshooting. Another big thing is taking your interior moldings off, and pretty much you start with the top one, and they're just push buttons. So the first piece you need to take out is the top, and then you're able to free the sides. So yeah, when you're looking at your vehicle here, take off the top first.
This is the clips connection.
Yeah, the clips go in here, so it doesn't slide or pull or nothing, just straight out. And then you're able to free the sides to both sides. Another thing with the bottom one, this main bottom one, if your glass is stuck in the shut position, you're gonna have to, unfortunately, if you can't open your glass, you're gonna have to crack this piece. So this is the interior piece here, and you're gonna pretty much, if you can't get the glass open, because the hook for the glass goes in here, you're gonna have to just rip it open. Another thing with this is you have to take out the strap. Okay, so with this, you have to take out the strap, because it does have a screw that holds the molding in place, and so you don't lose the screw. Go ahead and place it in here, but that's where it goes, and it holds the molding. So without taking that off, you won't be able to take out the yeah. So here he's using a 10mm socket, and he's gonna go ahead and start taking out the the actuator. So it's just these two screws. You unplug it, take out these two screws. Okay, so there, now it's free. So you can go ahead and inspect the new one and see how the wire. Yeah, so you see on the new one, it has that lock. So
to open the lock in this way.
You need to open the lock. Yeah. Yeah, so he's got a really small screwdriver, and then that's what he's gonna use to pry it open. There's a little lock in there that you'll be able to see. And then that's what frees up the wire.
There you go.
Okay. So you slid it under, right? Under.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah. So pretty much the screwdriver, you need to insert it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And that breaks open the lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you line up the bracket with the holes, and that if you get confused on the direction of where the brackets go, they only line up in one way.
So you need to put the screws and make sure that the door is closed and open it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the bracket only goes in one direction. You can't reverse it, so pretty difficult to install it backwards.
Right now we testing them.
Yeah. So before you put everything back together with the moldings and the screws and all that good stuff, we're gonna go ahead and test that it actually does open and close. So there you guys have it. Do it again there.
This is open right now?
Yeah. So the glass is open.
And it's closed. It's closed now.
When you slam the glass, it should knock this back into the closed position. So that's pretty much what we're testing here. So you give it a good slam and the actuator closes on its own. You can't push that glass back out until you push the button on your remote or on the license plate.
So now we're testing the button on the license plate. It needs to open too.
Yeah.
Check the computer.
So right now he's pushing the button on the exterior right under the go ahead. So if it's in working order, that's what it should do. You hear that click, and then the broken one, we weren't hearing that click.
That's the good thing.
And then here's another thing about the door, which it's hard to explain, but the molding goes right underneath. Agarra la puerta para un ratito. The molding goes right underneath this.
The molding go up the glass assembly.
Yeah, the molding goes right above the
black assembly.
So if you can't free your window, you're gonna have to crack the molding.
Black assembly. This is the actuator. This is the only things to open the door and close the door.
Yeah.
So right now we install this little clip in here.
Okay. Yeah, we took this out in order to test the wires.
That's it. Now to install the moldings, we need to open the glass.
Here. So you go ahead and hook the top piece in first. Pretty much you gotta hook the top. He's trying to get this piece over the lock assembly, which is pretty difficult to do when you're one person. So if you have someone to help, definitely. But this is what needs to happen here pretty much. You get it lined up in there. You see how it sits in? Boom. Don't forget to take out your screw so we don't misplace it. And the screw he's taking off now is for the latch, the little rope latch. So there you guys can see how everything clicks in together. I also take out this black piece. So you gotta remove the little black piece there. Make sure everything sits nice and click. Give it a few love taps, you know, and then that's it. Now you can put the black piece back in. You hear that click and it's in. Next step is inserting the screw here. Here, the screw. And then this latch.
Inside this thing, little thing.
Yeah.
Put the screw there.
And then that's pretty much it. The location for the cover for this screw is here. So take a little small screwdriver and pry the cover back on. Yeah. So there it is. So there, go ahead and close your door.
Now we can open it.
Yep, so now it opens with the button. So everything came out as tested.
Before don't close it.
Yeah, before this button you would push it on here or the remote and it wouldn't open.
And this one did open all the time.
Yeah, and then the glass got stuck in the open position.
Yeah.
So
when this one don't close, we leave open. This one don't work. The windshield wiper.
yeah, it borrows power from the actuator somehow in the wiring.
When this one lack, this one have power too.
Now we're gonna go ahead and install these trimmings.
This is the last thing we can install it.
Yeah.
Have the lock.
So yeah, these have a little lock.
This is the lock go through here.
Yeah, the lock goes into that piece there. So you start with the bottom. When you're reinstalling, the black wire for your defroster has to line up into that notch. Just be sure you do that when you install it. Avoid any cut wires, things like that. Next, he's gonna grab the driver's side, and again,
It's only got 2 pins right here.
Yeah.
The thing in the these ones too. Go through here.
a good thing would be to start at the bottom, so you could line up the cable for that defroster. That's probably a good tip there. And then he's lining up that cable, making sure the top part clicks.
And that's it.
Because there's 2 clips.
5 clips.
5, yeah. And they're just straight.
So. Okay.
Yeah, the curved piece closer to the glass. That straighter part closer to the crevice. I call that. Right. Make sure they line up.
That's it.
And that's pretty much it. That's how you see how you put the moldings back into place. That's pretty much how you take it out. Yeah.
There you go. The rubber piece cover this hole.
You're gonna pop it open with the button and then push the controller and you hear that pop. So
That's it.
Everything's back to normal.